It's video time. So it's been a week, I think. In my last video, I talked about motion and how you have to have motion. You have to start somewhere in order to go anywhere. And so this week was a pretty good week for me. I made some moves and whatever. This morning, though, I had a little setback. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my second job and preparation and all that kind of stuff. But so my second job, I work full time for one company. My part-time job, I'm a Zamboni driver. And part of a discussion that we had the other night was people not doing their jobs. But beyond that, how each event that we have on the ice, we need to be preparing for the condition of the ice later. For instance, we have adult hockey. They chew up a lot more ice, or they make the ice in a worse condition than kids hockey or the figure skaters or whatever. So when we have the less intense things on the ice, we should be preparing for the more intense things, specifically putting more water on the ice so the ice is thicker and in a better condition for the adult hockey players and such. So that's part A. Part B, this morning I was having a discussion with my ex-wife about some things that came up missing with my daughter, and it got kind of heated. Not placing blame here or there or whatever, but that's not the point of this. So the preparation part that I wanted to get at was that so I haven't been doing my yoga, I haven't been doing my meditations or any of my normal things I've been doing or should be doing to keep myself prepared for any time there's a heated discussion or argument. Um, so my thoughts on what happened this morning were just that since I hadn't been preparing, since I hadn't been keeping up with my meditations, my manifestations, my yoga, my normal self-care for my mental health, I guess. This morning was kind of out of pocket, um, and reverted kind of back to an older version of me where I become defensive about whatever the issue might be, rather than keeping a cooler head and having a discussion and kind of getting down to the bottom of it or finding a solution or whatever it might be. So I was watching Karina Alexandria put out a new video in the last couple of days, and part of what she was talking about was addiction, and that's one thing I wanted to talk about at some point in time, and I'm sure I'll dive into it more at some other point, but not in the sense of drugs and alcohol and all that good stuff, but more along the lines of how we are conditioned from an early age to have certain responses or do certain things to keep ourselves comfortable. So for me, it's very easy to, if something goes wrong, or blame could be placed on me, whether it's right or not, it's easy for me to become instantly defensive, especially with certain people. But that's always been the case. So for me this morning, the discussion, the argument, the heated discussion, which really wasn't even that bad, honestly, there was no swearing or yelling or anything like that, just kind of intense. But for me, this morning was me reverting back to things I had done previously, and going back to, so I guess stringing that all together, not being prepared, not taking care of myself mentally, not doing my yoga, my meditations, my manifestations, not journaling, um, not spending time with myself, um, watching football or whatever I'm putting into my body or whatever. All those things have kind of culminated in this morning. So of course, I shouldn't say of course, I did apologize, and that's been an issue for me previously too, just feeling like I was wronged and that's that. So what do I need to apologize for? But anytime there's an argument, there are two people involved, so you can only apologize for the things that you've done, and move forward. They either accept it or they don't, or they apologize as well or they don't. That's that, but that's not on you, that's on them. Anyway, so the whole point of this video was just that, again, my lack of preparedness, my lack of action, stunted my growth and set me back this morning. So I guess for anybody who happens to see this or is interested or cares or whatever, just kind of encouragement. So like, it's not even a thing of just you manifest for a specific reason. Yes, we do. We manifest the house, the job, the money, the girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it might be. But, and the relationships, not just romantic relationships, but personal relationships, you know. But also, we manifest to keep ourselves manifesting. We keep that energy. Everything around us is energy. My voice, my car, the parking lot I'm standing in, like everything is made of energy and vibrations. And how we tune into that energy, how we tune into those vibrations is what really makes a difference. That's what keeps our manifestations going. That's what keeps our positivity going, our mental health, our motivation is a big one, you know. And it all kind of comes back together, you know. If you are not in tune with your vibration and trying to have higher vibes in your life, whether it's the things you watch on TV or the things you eat or whatever it might be, how you react, how you act. There's lightning, so I gotta hurry up. Then you're not prepared. If you're not preparing yourself, you can't get into those higher vibes. But also, if you don't start somewhere, if you're not making motion, if you're not moving, you can't start. You have to start somewhere to go anywhere. So you got to start somewhere to be able to raise those vibrations, to be able to keep yourself prepared, and keep yourself motivated, and keep yourself doing the necessary things to move forward. So anyway, I think I'm done. It's been 6.5 minutes. So yeah, hopefully everybody's had a good week, and this will encourage someone or not. It's up to you. So anyway, like, subscribe, don't listen, whichever. It's up to you. All right, have a good week.